Yeah. We back again. Look at this. Like it feels good to be doing it consecutively, fellas. I mean, like
Holy crap!
basketball.
An hour early.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and we got all four, the original starting four here. We just missing our good brother Scott. Shout out to Uncle Scott Cole, who is recovering. Hopefully getting better. Shout out to Scott. We appreciate you, man. So fellas, man, we will get into why we're doing this, but uh, like, what's off limits, man? What's off limits? What can't we talk about? What can I not ask you in public? Like, if I run up on you and we having a conversation and there's people around, man, what can I not say? What can we not go?
Don't ask me nothing you don't want to hear the truth about.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Don't ask me what happened last Friday, because I'm gonna tell you the truth on accident. Okay. Where were we? Huh, Jay? Where do we go? What was we doing? We was out for like how long? What time we got home? Don't do that, because I'm gonna mess around and mess it up. Mm-mm.
Don't ask me if your baby is cute.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Don't ask me about football in 2024. I'm done with it.
Okay. Already? Oh man. I got one, Jay. I got one. We from a small town. Don't ask me if I know your girl. You know her? You know who she is?
That's a good one, Whit. That's a good one. I would say things is off limits. Like nobody knows my middle name.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Don't ask me if I know your mama.
Wow. We're going there tonight. Everybody, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, man. This is LTS in the Hoop. And we want to get the show started. Allen, don't ask me if I think there's going to be another hurricane soon.
I mean, hurricane, tornado, they're about the same thing.
There we go. Tornado. Where you at in Oklahoma?
Tornado. I mean, then we also had snow in Oklahoma a couple days ago. So
now that's the sign.
We got snow, tornadoes, you name it, we got it. All in one day too. All 4 seasons, one day.
I wouldn't ask an Oklahoma fan, how is it going in the SEC?
Wow.
I don't know. We'll see what happens when we beat Missouri tomorrow.
Wow, we're getting deep. And I definitely wouldn't ask what happened in Vegas, because Bobby lives there, and we all know what happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas.
There we go. Stays in Vegas. Let's go ahead and get to it, boys. Let's talk sports. Get the hoop. Let's go. So y'all know how it goes, man. We back once again, man. It's another episode of the Let's Talk Sports in the Hoop Show, and I just so happen to be your mama's number 1 draft pick, man. Your boy KWhit. We are in the building, of course. We're doing more as the season changes. Pumpkin spice is a thing that I'm discovering right now, but I saw some pumpkin spice donuts at Dunkin' Donuts. And my boss and I decided to go ahead and cop some. So shout out to Pumpkin Spice Donuts. But yeah, you know how it goes, man. We got my guy, my brother from another mother, Jay on the MIC. What's good, Jay?
Just trying to make it, man. Just trying to make it.
All right,
in
man,
this NBA world.
I see that background changing, bro. I see what's going on right now. They not ready for a chip. They're not ready for a chip. I see.
Working out some kinks, man. Some kinks.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And of course, we got Allen Peralez paralysis. We're gonna just say AP right now. Allen, what's going on with you, bro? What's happening?
Acknowledge your tribal chief, sir. Acknowledge your tribal chief.
All right, and you know what time it is, man. We got my guy, Cleveland's home, but Vegas is on. Bobby G from the Audible podcast. Bobby, what's happening, bro? Oh, what are we doing? Count Chocula. Oh, I know we going. This is a basketball show, right? I should have known. How many wins does Cleveland have right now, right?
And if you heard the intro, don't ask me if your basketball team is better than my basketball team, because right now they ain't.
Right now they ain't. We're gonna get into it, man. Definitely gonna get into it.
Better than everybody in the West.
Ooh.
I will say I do like what Cleveland's doing. They are a really good team. So
I was just about to say, I know Allen wasn't gonna let that slide, man. But hey, man, you know how we do. It's the LTS in the Hoop Show, man. We're gonna talk basketball, and more basketball. But today, man, we got some good things going on. Might as well go ahead and get it started. So, coming up next, Joel Embiid is suspended for 3 games upon his official return. Everybody knows right now in the offseason, the Philadelphia 76ers made some big moves, signing Paul George from the Los Angeles Clippers, where he was in the middle of negotiating, and the Clippers decided not to give him enough money. So guess who put the checkbook up? The Philadelphia 76ers. And then somehow, some way, they also got Joel Embiid to sign a contract extension that will last for the next 6 years as well. Crazy. But somehow, some way, signing these 2 players, both were unable to start the season in their respective jerseys. So in the middle of that, everybody's chronicled it or seen it. If you haven't, Joel Embiid had some tragic family incidents happen. Somehow, some way, he still prevailed to play Team USA basketball. And a reporter from the Associated Press, we won't necessarily give him, put out his name. You can go read it. Basically asked Joel Embiid, how, or pretty much wrote that his brother would be disappointed in him not playing or starting the season. And his brother is no longer with us. Let's just keep it funky. His brother's no longer with us. Is like that has to be off limits, right? And somehow, some way, Joel Embiid founded it himself after reading the article to put hands on my man and say, "Yo, if you ever mention my dead brother or my son again," because his son was also in the article, so on. You get the picture, fellas, man. Joel Embiid right or is he wrong with this one? Because I don't know, man. You mentioned my dead brother or my son. I don't know, man. You liable to get them 7'2" African paws put on you too.
He's all the way right. Like we've all chosen to hop into this content creation / podcasting space. None of us, and I'm speaking for myself, I am not a journalist, professional journalist. However, in deciding and choosing to hop into this space, it's my responsibility to kind of find out the do's and don'ts of the profession, because that's the standard I hold myself to. I may not have a degree in it or the requisite documentation to say I'm a quote unquote professional, but I take it upon myself to find out as much as I can about the basis of the profession. Right. There's professional journalists hide behind this guise that they can say whatever they want. It's their constitutional right. That's probably the one thing about the profession that I dislike. Because basically you're like talking trash behind the door. Like you're standing behind the door holding your middle finger up to somebody and saying, how you can't get me. Like you can say what you want as long as you can handle what comes with that. Like you don't get to choose how people react. Like you said, like I can say whatever I want about you with, but I don't get to choose how you react. And I don't get to get mad because you reacted the way you did. Like, and as a prophet, like it's why you don't speak on somebody's relative who they lost. And if you're not speaking the words of sorrow or condolence, don't do it. You don't know what that person meant to who you're speaking to. You don't know what terms they were on when the passing had you don't know anything about the situation. You don't know what kind of trigger you're setting off. And to me, he got the minimum. Because that'd have been me. That might have been a full season suspension. Like you don't like, and that's why, and where we are today, you see these athletes going, taking control of their own voices, going to their own platforms because they're tired of stuff like that. These guys in the media thinking that they have a pass to just say and do whatever they want, and you can't do anything because you're a professional. The league won't allow it. Like I'm untouchable because no, you're not, bro. You're not. And more so, like, how disrespectful is it to bring someone's family into it? Now, I feel like this is a discussion that's been going on for like many, many years. Even take it back to the most recent thing that everybody probably remembers, the Skip Bayless Jalen Rose situation. Like Skip Bayless was cool until Jalen Rose got on TV and called him Water Pistol Pete. Then he wanted to be like, oh, but you don't know my story. Well, bro, you don't know the story of any athlete you talk about. Yet you're calling somebody Bosh Spice. You're calling somebody Prince James. But as soon as Jalen gave it back to you, you don't know what happened to me. You don't know. Again, you don't get to choose how somebody responds. So it's like, journalists, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're gonna open your mouth, prepare to have it closed. Plain and simple.
Wait, you're on mute. Wait, you're not coming through.
I'm saying to myself, like, yeah, I had to turn my mic down. We got kids running around, but first of all, real talk. That was real. I feel you on that one, Bobby. So I don't want to follow. I don't know what to follow up with that one. What about let's see what Jake has.
Not a thing, man. It sucks that I mean, pretty much to echo everything, that Bobby said. I mean, family, for one, I would have loved to hear that conversation. I was actually searching for it. But I would have loved to hear the content of the conversation. How it was brought up. Not excusing the reporter. Was it Charles Hayes, something like that. Marcus Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm very curious about that. But I would say one thing about this situation, it's starting to boil over. It's starting to boil over because it's a lot going on. He's not playing. And I hate to his brother is him losing his brother is very serious. I mean, he's dealing with the loss of his brother. He's been dealing with it. The thing that gets me is that reporters just feel like, just like Bobby said, I'm trying to bring up something other than he pretty much touched everything, other than the fact that I remember with AI, I would say as far as Philly is concerned, other than Charles Barkley antics, I say AI was probably the most close to home. Has probably hit the most close to home as far as that public situation with him and his wife at the time. And his mom got involved. They was interviewing his mom, and they pretty much, she was defending her son, and I don't know, as a Philly journalist, I guess maybe he felt compelled to ask certain questions that was sort of out of the box. But in this situation, it just sucks. It sucks being a journalist these days because just like Bobby put out, as far as like these athletes that's actually putting out on their own platform, they're saying their piece. They're expressing themselves. They're telling old stories, things that we probably never even thought of that would have been happening in the league. But on the flip side, you have a reporter that's saying, I have to compete with that. So how do I compete with that? I ask the compelling questions. I ask the hard questions. I ask the tough questions. And in this situation, I don't know how tall this guy is. I was trying to research all of this. So I was trying to have a whole, if this guy was 5'8", it doesn't even freaking matter. Unless he was, it doesn't even matter. But can you imagine this dude towering over him and physically assaulting him? Anyway, aside of that, it sucks. 3 games. I think 3 games is, you know what? 3 games sort of says, you know what? I would have effed them up too. But you can't do it. That's what that's saying. Because, this is not the Latrell Sprewell situation. I don't know as far as, say he's still going to cover the team. I don't know. I doubt he's going to take legal action. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. I'm pretty sure that he crossed the line somewhere. He crossed the line somewhere, and that's the reason why he got 3 games.
Yeah, I just thought about this. I don't know. Is this? Hold on. What is Is this? Can we do this? How about that? This is the guy. This is the guy. This is Marcus Hayes right here. He looked like your regular old.
He looked like he would have got his ass kicked.
Marcus Hayes looked like everybody's other uncle, who after that second Michelob Ultra, he about to ask you some ignorance. How your grades it? So you still with that girl? You know what I'm saying? He looked like that guy. He's smiling in this picture, but he definitely looks like
giving me Bobby Bonilla vibes, if you know what I mean.
I was about to say,
Alan,
like Bobby Bonilla stunt double.
I was about to say, Alan, you the baseball guy. Is this?
Nah, I'm talking about the dude in the locker room, and Bobby. I know you recall the situation. Make your move.
Man,
go ahead. Make your move.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Right.
So, hey, he looks just like the. I don't know. I need to look back, but he looks like a lot of people, man. That's crazy.
I mean, he got a punchable face, though.
He does.
I was gonna say he looks like my dad if he didn't do drugs.
Wow.
That's a joke, by the way. My dad didn't actually do drugs.
See, but that right there, that is perfect. Thank you, Alan. Like, see that right there. That is a joke that Alan can make. Okay, now imagine one of us making that joke. Like, we then can't get pissed when Alan shows up at our doorstep like, okay, you're gonna have to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's
I
what
was
he
gonna
did.
say I don't care either way. So,
But no, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I mean, I get your point. I get your point.
yeah, you don't get to do that, bro. Like, what you mean? Talk about my game, talk about my practice habits, talk about what I was doing before or after the game. If you see me out doing some BS, like Vince Carter when he had knee surgery and they saw him at the was the Nelly concert and you showing out on stage dancing around, like, bro, you just had surgery 2 days ago. What is you doing? Talk about that, bro. Don't talk about my kid. Like, what does my kid have to do with my profession?
Right.
What does my kid have to do with my jump shot? Like, so yeah, keep the main thing, and you'll be good. And the second, where's the culpability of the 76ers? Joel Embiid was not pissed on Saturday. He was pissed on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll credit Kenya Martin, and shout out to those dudes at Gil's Arena and watching that. Joel Embiid got pissed about this Friday, and you still allowed that dude. You gave that dude a media pass to come to the game the next day, knowing that this man is pissed off at him. So you created the environment which led to this. So I'm still expecting. You can suspend me all you want. I want my checks.
Checks coming, baby.
Yeah, I want my checks. So it's like, yeah, the team got to be, and then guess what? He still has media credentials.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up on when I had him put in my piece. Allen, man, I know it's been some foul talk about Oklahoma quarterbacks back in the day, man. So I know you got some perspective on this one.
Oh, mostly from Mike Gundy, but yeah, I feel like it's just a no-win situation for everybody involved. It's a no-win situation for the reporter. It's a no-win situation for Embiid. It's a no-win situation for the 76ers. I mean, Embiid hasn't been back yet. We don't know when he's coming back. Is he even playing at all? You even hear some guys, you talk about guys doing their own podcast. You see, guys who played in the league, been there, done that, complaining about, guys not wanting to perform and be out there and play the game. I would have definitely stayed away from the family questions for sure, because that just kind of, to me, that kind of crosses the line a little bit. Like, if you bring up family in anything that doesn't involve family at all, like, why do you even speak their name in that kind of tone, right? Like, it has nothing to do with his family. It has nothing to do with what's going on. It's all about, why is he not on the court? Why did you go to the Olympics when you knew you weren't healthy? But why are you doing all these other extracurricular things outside of basketball, and yet you won't play the game? You're being paid millions of dollars to show up every week and play a game of basketball. Your team right now is the worst team in the NBA, record-wise. They are the worst team in basketball right now. You being out there makes a difference. You being out there, you're probably at least a 500 team, maybe even better. So I get why there's frustration on the media side. There's frustration with Embiid because, you don't bring family into this, especially when family has nothing to do with the situation going on. And then again, the 76ers, I don't know what's going on with that organization. It's just not being run properly, I don't think. They handled this situation very poorly. I think you could have gotten more. I'm not a big fan of bringing in Paul George either. I know Paul George is still a really solid player, but I'm not a fan of bringing him either. And you're starting to see the repercussions of that. Again, it's just a lose-lose situation for everybody involved. And if you ask me, nobody came out a winner in it. Not a single person. So, I mean, it is what it is. It happened. Whatever happened, happened. Life goes on. Problem is, it's the issues were not addressed. The issues with Embiid were not addressed. And instead, you're going to take cheap shots at the man's family. So,
Philly, protect your asset.
Mm-hmm.
I remember once upon a time, this is all I got to take. Remember, Giannis had an issue with Malika Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
He walked out on her. She asked him a question. Guess where Malika Andrews was the next day? In studio. She was never in that media room again for any team. Come on, we're gonna put you right over here because we can't have our reporters having issues with the players. That's not a part of the game. And I guarantee you that ESPN has a bigger machine than whoever this dude works for. And they had the good sense to rectify the situation themselves before it got bigger. So bad on Philly, bad on whoever this dude works for. Like, come on, man.
This is why you started to see people, do a lot of their own self-journalism. It's because a lot of the things that the media is doing is not being taken seriously anymore. That's why a lot of people are doing their own self-journalism. Yeah. And that's why a lot of players are doing their own self-journalism with their podcasts too. So
yeah, I was just about to say the podcast, the new age media, like our guy Uncle Draymond Green likes to say, has pretty much taken over. I'm just gonna hit on a couple of the key points, man. Like in real life, my Bobby, you said it like multiple times, bro. My family, my kids, no, nah, anything but that. I'll be happy to talk about it with you, and we could chop it up later. You know what I'm saying? I might feel negatively about you asking me, saying my child is not falling, but I can acquiesce and take a deep breath. But you asked me about my family. No, that's
especially if they don't interject themselves. Like remember when Aisha Curry said the NBA was rigged? Okay, now you put yourself, you made yourself the story. I get that, but yeah.
The one of the only other really big instances I can think of where the slander was really high in Philly it's not in basketball, it's with football. It was with Donovan McNabb and how they were just pretty much questioning his blackness in the locker room. And I think I might be wrong, but I was looking it up and I was trying to find the date, but I swear it was during like February, which of course everybody knows is Black History Month, and they were talking about how Donovan McNabb can't get the team to coalesce around him. And T.O. came out and said he threw up in the huddle and they was missing his blackness there. Don't talk about my blackness. Okay. What? I'm black. How black am I? Like, come on, man. So Donovan McNabb was another, even though it's not liked by everybody in Philadelphia, Donovan McNabb is definitely another Philadelphia sports icon who had some bad press at one of the worst times, I'm sure, when he was really going through it with T.O. and they was on the verge of going to the Super Bowl in the championship for the second time or third time.
The longest time, the narrative on Donovan McNabb was he can't win the big one, or he can't even get to the big one until that Super Bowl year. So
yeah, and it eventually turned into, after T.O. put it out there, he's not even black. He's not black enough. That's why the team don't get around him or rally around him.
And that's part of the reason why T.O. got kicked out of Philly, ended up in Dallas.
That's T.O.'s go-to. He did the same thing to Stephen A.
Okay, yeah.
That's true.
He went on Stephen A. Black. Stephen A. checked him though. Hold on. You're not going to do
that. See, now you got Kevin Durant doing the same thing, and it's just like, make yourself look even worse, KD. Just keep going. Just keep going. But
once again, it's crazy because and I'm gonna kick these numbers out. So it looks like he will forfeit about $1 million worth of his wages due to the 3 games he will miss. Don't forget that Joel Embiid signed a 3-year, $193 million contract extension, which if you do the math and you tie it into the 51 that he was left, it's like $247 million. It's a lot of money. And then they signed Paul George for 4 years, $212 million. And to be real with you, Paul George didn't look so bad in his debut with Philly against the Suns. the other day. I thought it was like a first game back type of thing. I thought it didn't look so bad. So I can only imagine what Paul George and Joel Embiid, along with this new look 76ers, because they do look new. I was looking on the court. I saw so many light skinned brothers. I said, this looked like Golden State to me. Shoot. Eric Gordon and Martin, and you know what I'm saying. It looked like a completely different team. Andre Drummond, I completely forgot they had Andre Drummond on the ball too. But
Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry. I thought this is a new look team for Philadelphia. So I can't wait until the stars, which would definitely be including Joel Embiid, get to put all of their effort into the court and not have most of it sucked up by the media. But anyway, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Don't forget, everybody watching right now, you're watching the LTS in the Hoop Show. That's right. Let's talk sports with Allen Peralez, Audible Bobby G, Jay on the MIC, and me, your boy KWhit, man. We in the building. You know how it goes. So the next thing we do, man, we're doing a fast break, fellas. We're gonna speed it up a little bit, try and see if we can get a little 3-man weave, 4-man weave going. So this is the division discussion. So we are going to break down 2 divisions per episode. And kind of see, what we're thinking, because right now the season is very early. Records you can kind of throw all the records out because, of course, early injuries are playing a part into what's going on. New faces and new places are playing a big part into what's going on with each of these teams. But we're going to start in one of, on the West Coast, one of the most storied division or historically storied divisions in the NBA. And we're going to do the Pacific Division, all right? So this is one of those ones I kind of was like, this is a good place to start. A lot of good teams, a lot of key players, a lot of players in this division. I guess you could say maybe on the way out, you know what I'm saying? But they were and are still some of the stars of the NBA. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Wow, there we go. All right, so if we're looking at the Pacific Division, we're looking at the Sacramento Kings, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Phoenix Suns, the new-look Golden State Warriors, and the bomb-looking stadium of the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't know, but Steve Ballmer in that stadium, I'm telling you, that's one of my joints right there. For real. I got to go there before I die or something. So we're going to keep it real simple, man. Everybody gets an opinion. Everybody gets to jump in whenever. And we're going to get a little round robin going. So first off, in the Pacific Division, best and worst teams, man. That not by record, which of course I do have the records up here, so we can talk about them as well. Because right now in the Pacific Division, Phoenix and Golden State are tied at 7-1. We got Sacramento at 5-3. Then we got LA, but both LA teams right now at 4-4. So as we see, just from the old eyeball test, from these first couple games, what we thinking when we think about the best and the worst teams in the Pacific Division?
Well, after what Bobby's Cavs did to the Warriors the other night,
tonight,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, that was a day.
I'm
that was like 45 minutes ago.
I'm pretty sure we can safely say that the best team in the Pacific Division is the Suns right now. I don't like saying it because it just makes my stomach turn, because I don't like giving Kevin Durant any compliment whatsoever. But that team's 8-1. They're playing really well right now. Again, it's nice for them to finally have a point guard, I guess, because that's definitely something that they've needed for the last 2 years. Worst team, I don't know, Bobby, you might like this. Right now, early on, I kind of see this division as the AL Central of the NBA. 4 teams are playing really well right now, and then you're going to have the LA Clippers, who are basically going to be the White Sox of this division. You're going to be the White Sox of this division. I'm sorry. Because we know the Lakers are going to turn it on here at some point. They're going to with LeBron, he wants to play all 82 games. Anthony Davis is having a good night so far tonight against the 76ers. But, these guys continue to play well. They're going to find their spot. Suns are playing well. Golden State's still going to be Golden State, and Sacramento, their youth is going to kick in, and they'll still be playing well. The biggest question, and probably the reason why they're the worst team in the division, is the Clippers. You have a nice new stadium. I'll give you that. But that's about the only thing good going for you right now. I know you're 4-4, but I just don't see the Clippers having any kind of success this year, especially if Kawhi's not playing.
Wow.
Even if Kawhi was playing, I don't even know if they would be having success this year. So, that's kind of how I feel about it, on this division here. So
after all of that, what was your worst team?
The definitive best team is the Suns. Definitive worst team is the Clippers.
Okay, I got you. I like that answer. Okay. Well, got a little. I know. Jay might got a little stock in this one. Bobby, which one you want to do?
I mean, I think Allen kind of got it right. I mean, clearly, like the last 2 years, we've been screaming the same thing at Phoenix. You can have all the stars you want. If you don't have a point guard, you don't have a team. They finally listen. They got They didn't need a world beater at point guard. They just needed a point guard, somebody to tell these dudes no every once in a while and get the ball to the right place and initiate the offense. They got that, and we see the difference. It was last year when they started terrible because they had no direction, and now you just see the difference in just having somebody on the floor who can do that. The worst team, I may disagree from the Clippers. I think once we get into it, it's honestly the Lakers.
Wow.
Like, what are we doing? JJ's shaking his chair already. I don't know if you saw JJ on the bench the other night. D'Lo, how long is he gonna be a Laker? This dude is like turning into James Harden on defense. He's just watching the game go by on defense. LeBron ain't gonna put up with it. He gonna get him up out of there. But they're caught in between, like trying to be competitive and rebuilding. Just commit to the rebuild, man. I'm sorry, Brian. We can't do it. We can't keep catching our finances up. Commit to the rebuild and get it over with, because you're not going anywhere. So I'll say the Lakers are the worst team.
So if you got the Lakers at the worst team, who's the best team then?
Phoenix is the best team in the division.
Got you. Jay, what you got for us, bro?
I mean, I'm happy to say it's the the best team is the Suns. Like, man, I'm looking at stats and I'm saying, like, look at Devin Booker, man. Look at him, man. He has assists. It says assists. It says 9. It says 10. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about, Devin, man. That's how we do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I it's Phoenix. It was easy to say, when that deal was done or those deals were made with Bill and, got KD and, the whole crew, and how we going to put a team out here to even surround them. Like, they command so much salary, and, here they are, they're doing it. So, so that, big up to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my whole thing with the Lakers being the worst team, I don't know, man. I don't know, Bobby. Like, I want to say that. How about this? Anytime they bring Bronny back, they are. But they're not gonna play him. But nah, seriously, I'm kind of going with the Clippers as well. The Kings. I mean, the Kings are gonna be. They're gonna be competitive. We know that. That's good, right? We know that. We know they're gonna be competitive. I'm just looking at how. Huh?
I said, do we though?
Huh?
Do we know they're going to be competitive?
They're gonna be more competitive than Clippers. They're gonna be more competitive than the Clippers. You know what I mean? Like the James Harden thing. Hey, y'all go out here, y'all do your James Harden thing. You know, nice arena. You know, show us the arena. Like this season is dedicated to showing you every nook and cranny of the arena. This is it. Like don't worry about the what, the who, the record. Nah, look at these bathrooms. Check these bathrooms out.
Look at these bathrooms.
These
Look
bathrooms.
at the wall.
You
Look
know
at the
what I'm
wall.
saying? Like, yeah, like you see, make noise. Like, louder. You get tickets to come back. You know what I'm saying? You get a free ticket. But now, seriously, like you know, just like Allen says, all about the arena. It's all about the arena. We can go out there right now, all four of us, and let's get Mar. Come on. And they'll let us because we're in that arena. They'd be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? We done did that before where they don't want to play and stuff. So, but now seriously, like it's the arena. That's it. There's nothing to talk about. Yeah, there ain't nothing to talk about with the Clippers, man. But I'm not gonna say the Lakers being the worst team. Man. Man, it's the Clippers. It's the Clippers because the Clippers made more bonehead decisions. Let's not talk about the Lakers' bonehead decisions because the Clippers are still living out their bonehead decisions. Which
but their bonehead decisions led to a better roster
than the Lakers.
Roster. Yeah, I'm about to say who got a better roster.
I don't know.
Take away Anthony Davis. Which roster would you rather have? Really?
You might have a point there. You might have a point.
But you still got LeBron. I mean, come on.
You still got James Harden, who knows how to play when he ain't got to pass the ball.
And look, and I'm gonna throw this out there, man. James Harden.
Huh? Wait, what? How does that work?
What do you mean? It works just like it works. He's gonna turn into Houston James Harden. He got a bunch of role players around him. He ain't got to worry about getting nobody the ball. Watch, in a month, James Harden's gonna be averaging 30 and 8.
Kyle Watson became who he was because he had Shemp with him. He had. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? He did not play.
I have a real coach.
Oh, Auntie Lou?
No, I can't do that. Nah. I mean, it's the Clippers, man. Because just like I was asked at the beginning of the season, in football terms, like would I draft? Where would I draft Christian McCaffrey? I won't. Allen, do you remember what I said? I won't. Look where we at.
Hey, I'm not the one who had the first pick. That was Sam's fault.
I'm just saying. You ask where would I draft him? Who, me? I'm not drafting him. So I mean, it's sort of like the same thing when it comes to the Clippers roster. We're talking about Kawhi Leonard.
No, we're not. We're not
doing the same thing what I'm doing. I don't know, man. It's the Clippers to me because they got nulls. They got a whole null on their bench. Like he's a null. Like what you gonna get out of him for the season? But look at this arena. Look at this arena, man. Check out these soda machines. You know what I'm saying? Like check out these. Like, nah, man.
It's like going to watch the Cowboys play right now. You're only going for the experience of AT&T Stadium. That's it. You're not going to watch good football.
That is a great comparison. I was definitely going to bring that
I mean, I'm going in like a week or so. In the Monday night game against Houston. I'm going to my first game finally. So
don't go to that game, Allen.
I already got my ticket, so
Wow.
Damn, man.
I signed up for this
Okay.
crap, so I guess Clipper fans know how they feel.
You're right. You're right. Let me know how that works out, man. I'll be right. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna make sure I watch, man. I'm gonna look for
It's
you.
probably going to be a bad
I'm gonna look
game,
for
but
you.
the experience itself is going to be fun. I will say that. I think I'm excited for the experience at the very least. It's like going to a Clippers game. It's like going to a Clippers game. You're going for the stadium. That's it.
But but on that scoreboard in that stadium, if you see 55-10, do you still feel the same way about the experience?
Ooh, 55-10.
You really
just
think
saying,
Houston's going to
like,
put up 55 though?
You're there at the stadium. You have
25 at this point.
I'm just saying, Allen.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You're there.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let Allen answer that.
Let's move on. I understand.
I've been a part of so many lopsided losses in my life. It doesn't affect me anymore. So.
Now, from which team is another question, but I'm gonna do mine.
The Lakers about to lose to Philly tonight.
I was just about to say the Lakers are getting ready to lose to Philly. It looks like points wise. And for me, man, I'm gonna tell you, I got by default. It's unfortunate, but by default, you got the Clippers are the worst. And then somewhere at the top of the division, you know, all the way healthy Phoenix Sun team stands out for me, and I can't even lie. And shout out to Jay. Jay, I love the shirt. It's pretty dope shirt. And that reference, right? Remember that y'all missed that reference. You heard that song? He said he owns me. y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. But anyway, so in real life, dog, I'm going to agree with the homies and say that the Clippers are definitely the worst team, and then the Phoenix Suns are definitely the best team right now. I got something funny. I got a good one in here, and I want us to all do this one as well. So what we're going to do is the most exciting players to watch in the division, and it could be one player or several on the team, such as like we got with Phoenix. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine out there. I am really excited to see what a reinvigorated, angry, upset, not malcontent Steph Curry is going to be like. Because right now, we took Klay Thompson away, the original Splash brother, and then they adopted, eventually several. I think they got like Slow-Mo out there. Shout out to Slow-Mo. They got Slow-Mo out there. They got Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield looked like the adopted Splash brother. You know what I'm saying? As they beat my Celtics the other night, it almost looks like they didn't really miss a beat with even bringing Gary Payton Jr. back and all these other people that we was worried about. Nah, like I'm excited to see and Uncle Draymond. Y'all know how I feel about Uncle Draymond, man. Uncle Draymond and these irreplaceable bounce passes, and somehow, some way, these screens he's setting on cats. He went to Washington and set it off again on a young Washington team who don't know no better. I mean, like, I'm excited to see what that new look Golden State Warriors roster is like. But on the offset, man, a constantly efficient Sabonis right now in Sacramento. I'm also with that. Right now, we got DeMar DeRozan with leading the team with 25.6 points. We got Sabonis leading in rebounds and assists with 13.1 rebounds and 7.3 assists. And that's with, of course, you know what I'm saying, they got De'Aaron Fox on the team, and he leading in assists. So if they are all the way healthy, I'm excited to see Sacramento and DeMar DeRozan, who never seems to be on a team that's worth watching, except for now, and actually what Golden State's going to do. So those are my players and my team to watch. Hey, yeah, look, oh, Mark, just wait till we do that division. Yeah, wait till we get to that division. We're gonna talk about them shortly. Yeah, next up, yo, Alan, man, tell me who your players to watch in the division right now.
Well, I mean, you kind of already talked about him a little bit. I love what I've seen from Buddy Hield so far in Golden State. I mean, it seems like he's kind of found he's one of those we talked about, veteran guys that usually don't get a lot of love when they first come in, and then later on in their career they find a spark. I feel like that's what Buddy Hield's kind of going through right now in Golden State. So, kind of excited to see if he can continue to elevate his game this year. And then, Steph without Klay Thompson, how is that going to work? How much is that offense going to, not miss a beat? Or are they going to fall flat in some cases like they did tonight? Or, how is this Golden State team going to be all season long? We can't wait to watch that. I guess you could say now that the Suns have a point guard, how long can they continue to be, as good as they've been so far to start the year? With a fully healthy team, how much, will Kevin Durant play a majority of the season? Will Devin Booker play a majority of the season? I feel like if they do, I think, the Suns have a real good shot to be one of the top teams in the West. So, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun year. Basically excited for every team except for the two LA teams. Just say it. Just say it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Uh-oh.
Nobody. I'm not watching anybody in this division. I'm not excited to watch anybody in this division. Matter of fact, if we were not potting right now, I would be watching the Timberwolves and Blazers because I'd want to see Ant-Man. That's exciting. If that wasn't available, I'd be watching the Nuggets because Jokic is exciting to watch. Steph Curry isn't exciting to watch anymore to me. I literally would only watch the Warriors game tonight because I'm a Cavs fan. And because just as a whole, the rivalry that we had with Golden State. And it was nice to see us blow them out of the gym. But I don't go hunting to see Steph Curry games anymore. I don't go hunting to see LeBron games anymore unless it's a historical moment. I've never hunted to watch James Harden. I've always hated his game. And the Kings are the Kings. So nobody, literally, if anybody in this division is playing, I'm looking for somebody in another division to watch. And that's terrible. I guess Steph Curry's time has passed. He's just not exciting anymore. But I guess that's where we are.
Y'all excited about the dribble handoff? Or
it's like
half court line, nothing like that.
No, we've just reached that time where so many people in the league can do what Steph Curry does, plus something else. Ant-Man can shoot from 40, plus he will bang on you. I'm gonna watch that. Jokic can shoot from 40, plus his playmaking is way better. Just more players in the league with something to offer than any of the marquee players in this division. And it's kind of even KD. I'm sick of the dribble pull up. Get a new bag, bro. And I know you can't because what was KD now? 36? It's too late. He is what he is.
His bag is his bag.
Right. So it's like there's some young bucks that I'd rather watch.
I dig it. I think Jay is jumping in.
I'm here.
Okay, Jay.
I'm just everything I have is dead.
It's like the players in this division.
All my friends are dead.
Yeah, everything I have is dead right now, so I'm seeing it charging up. Anyway, as far as players, I'm excited to watch. I would go more to the young players. Like the younger players. More of the rookies. You know what I'm saying? We are still on that subject, correct? Because I've been in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
in the division though, in
in
the
the,
division.
right.
in the Pacific Division.
I'm sorry, y'all, and I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna go with Kaminga.
Oh man.
Kaminga is one of my um. I'm definitely excited to see how he progresses. With probably a bigger role. Even though the Warriors aren't. You gotta understand they were picked. What I think they were picked to finish third in the division.
Probably.
So I don't know. Kaminga coming along. Guess just like you mentioned with I guess you say the new old cast of characters, so to say. Um, and then, like I mentioned before, we know with the DeRozan, I want to see how the DeRozan trade holds up when the DeRozan things start happening. And when I mean by DeRozan things start happening, uh, you know, staying healthy is always key. And then, I don't know the chemistry of that team. There's a lot of players that they have on that team that I think that they should part ways with. And I'm not gonna say any names.
Mm.
One of them, need to part ways with a couple of players, and they did. Going into this season, which we'll see. I just want to see how the chemistry works out with the Kings. But yeah, it's just like young players, man. I'm just more excited to see these young players and see how they come along. Even though Kaminga could be considered a veteran, I'm definitely one of my favorites to watch because he has so much potential, man. And playing with alongside somebody like Curry, you gotta have you gotta pick your battle, so to say. So I don't know. I'll say Kaminga. Amongst all the players that you mentioned, always a bonus. As a player to watch. And see again with the Kings and see how they progress with the chemistry and see is that what they actually needed to to get over the hump. I don't believe so, but let's see. Let's see. But now, I'll just narrow it down to just a couple of players other than each of the rookies that's gonna get their time in their rotation because a lot of rookies that were drafted pretty high really aren't getting that much work in the rotation
Mm.
as you would think. So as the season goes along, some players need rest. They start bringing these young guys along, slowly. We'll see what happens. But like I say Kaminga, and a couple of the other young players, say as far as rookies are concerned. But I'm not excited to see the old dudes because I don't are they gonna hold up? That's my question. We might be seeing a whole nother roster. With some guys. If like the Warriors, if they don't hold up, we're gonna have slow mo out there by itself. Then what? Can you imagine watching Christmas and Curry and Draymond have not made it to Christmas. And do they play on? I'm pretty sure they do play on Christmas. But like, come on. And you got slow mo and GP3 out there on Christmas. Man, please. That's eating time right there.
Yeah, you gotta listen, bro. You made a good point, of course. Oh, hey, Jay, guess what? You're exactly right. On Christmas, Golden State will play LeBron in them. At eight.
Oh man. Oh my
Not even
God.
not even the Lakers, just LeBron in them.
LeBron.
You know, it's a setup. It's a setup, man. Like it's really a setup. Like Christmas is a setup, especially that game. That's a setup, and we all know like that's the
See.
game to go get you something to eat. For real, I'm telling
Really,
you
at
now.
8 o'clock, dude. That's about that second meal. You might be right.
Yeah, I think the NBA needs to start reserving a flex option for the Christmas games, and let's hold off on announcing those at the beginning of the year. Let's announce them like around Thanksgiving.
Right. Yeah.
That
'cause it's
sounds.
the
I like
thing.
that. I like that idea.
Yeah, nobody right now. Nobody's excited to see the Lakers and the Warriors play on Christmas. The Warriors just got beat by 100 points tonight. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, put the point there for that. I got you.
Not to mention, you're getting steady competition from the NFL too. So
Yeah, on Christmas, heck
you
yeah.
you've got Kansas City and Pittsburgh at noon,
Ooh,
and then
boy.
Baltimore at Houston at 3:00. So
Ooh. Yeah, NFL.
you got heavy competition from the NFL on Christmas Day.
yeah.
NFL's definitely gonna be NFLing on Christmas. So last one, boys, for the Pacific Division, right? This is a good one, and I want everybody to give a quick answer. We ain't gotta be long on this one. So don't be surprised if insert team and circumstance here. So don't be surprised if Sacramento finds itself top 4 in the division or something, or in the Western Conference. You know what I mean? This is a pretty much an open one. I want to see where your creativity lies at. So yeah, Jake, you know what I'm saying? You close it out and start this one. Don't be surprised if,
and I'm going to repeat basically what I just said. Don't be surprised if by Christmas you have a matchup between the Lakers and the Warriors, and there are no star players playing. I'm telling you, man, because this division, everything looks good now, man. Like, we can go in sports in general, man. It's way too competitive. You know what I'm saying? So far, I can give you a list of athletes. It's undefeated. Father Time is undefeated, man. And like, will these guys hold up? So when you're talking about the Clippers and the situation they are now, when you're talking about the Lakers and whatever they have going on and who they're depending on, right? And then you're going to mess around and have the Kings and the Suns, pretty much, and I think the Suns, man, going to be pretty decent this year. I think they're gonna hold up health-wise for some reason. But, here I am. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will be back. And y'all tell me, like, yeah, you were wrong. No, I was right. I just want them to be healthy. I want them to be positive, man. Positive. I haven't said it this show. Positivity, y'all. Even though my Tar Heels lost, positivity. Everybody's gonna be healthy. But don't be surprised. I'm gonna wrap this up if, and I'm sorry to put two teams in the Lakers and the Clippers don't finish the season very well.
Wow. Ooh, boy, I'm saying this. It's ended for him right now. God dog. Oh, man, Bobby G, man. Yo, don't be surprised if.
Sweet and simple. Don't be surprised if De'Aaron Fox doesn't finish the season in Sacramento.
What? What? D Fox?
He didn't sign his extension for a reason. So if they're not in the hunt, or if they're on the lower end of the playoff bracket, don't be surprised if he isn't moved and they start tanking for Kuzma. I mean, it's a relatively strong draft. It's not a weak draft. It's a moderate draft. You do have some stars at the top. So yeah, don't be surprised if they're just kind of barely hanging on. If they're in that 7 and below range, De'Aaron Fox is up out of there.
Hey, man, get this. Yo, who's that? Man, nobody.
Rock Chalk J Hawk.
What?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't want to watch the game. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't get to watch it, should I say. I said to myself, like, damn, I want to prepare. Just getting ready for the show. Just got in, in the house. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to catch it. Stop flashing head up. No more comments for him. Like, yo, and we have I don't mean to kill time here, but yo, since he wants to say, let me tell y'all about something. I was in Kansas. I was basically at an Applebee's, man, and watching the final. I was watching the tournament, and I was across basically at the bar there was a Jayhawks fan, girl with a whole Jayhawk on her cheek, and then another guy across that was basically he went to Kansas and he went to Missouri. He was a professor. He went to Kansas and he went to Missouri. Long story short, the professor had too many drinks. His wife had to come get him from the bar. And the whole night he yelled, I went to Kansas, I went to Missouri. And that was the night that Michigan, I think Michigan State beat Kansas. Was that Michigan State? Somebody beat Kansas, and the girl was crying.
I was gonna ask how you knew he went to Kansas and Missouri, and now I understand how.
Right. He kept yelling the whole night because he wanted to watch the Kansas game and the North Carolina game on. Anyway, long story short, he yelled across the bar because the girl said she wanted to watch the Kansas game. The other guy wanted to watch Missouri. Problem is, Missouri wasn't playing anymore, and everybody's telling him. And he said, "Shut up, bitch! I want to watch the Missouri game." And a whole fight breaks out at Applebee's, yo. So like, and the girl's crying, and that was my favorite part.
Was it Ricky Bobby's daddy?
Oh wow!
Because he likes to get kicked out of Applebee's.
Okay.
So after we got Kansas put us out, Mario Chalmers had his great night. That was just so satisfying to watch, man. In Kansas at Applebee's.
We taking it.
Sorry.
Taking it there right now. Shout out to Mario Chalmers, man, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Allen. Yeah. Don't be surprised if.
Again, I hate giving any credit to this team, but don't be surprised if the Phoenix Suns are in the NBA Finals this year.
Wow. Ooh,
he said it, y'all.
Don't be surprised if the Suns are in the NBA Finals. Don't be surprised if Kevin Durant is mentioned in the MVP conversation.
Oh. You said that? Wait. I got to do this.
I'm going to have to go to the hospital after this, but yes.
Oh, man, Allen, but I appreciate you putting on your big boy pants for that one. And
this is after having to talk about an entire playoff series about the New York Yankees, and it just makes my head spin.
Oh, man, don't even talk about it.
Oh, Allen, man, I got something for you, but don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, we do got something for Allen. That is right. And look, I'm going to follow the trend of things that Jay has mentioned, and I'm going to say, don't be surprised if we don't get a chance to see Kawhi Leonard until Christmas.
Christmas of what year?
That's like
I was going to say.
It's like getting a rock for Christmas, man. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, don't be surprised, man. I don't know. I'll be here. I'll do a lot of following of people on Reddit and stuff like that. It's a guy on Reddit right now, man. He a big time Clippers fan. He always all his pictures on Reddit is at the games. He's backstage. He's standing with trainers, man. And every time somebody has a comment about Kawhi Leonard, he puts up that GIF. Y'all know the GIF. But a guy like shaking his head in his hand, and it's just uncontrollable. So
it's probably Kawhi.
I don't know, man. So unfortunately, don't be surprised if we don't see Kawhi Leonard until around the Christmas holidays, man. All right, so I think that went pretty well. We are already at the top of the first hour. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we kick it, man. Make sure y'all locked in and tuned in right now. This is the LTS in the Hoop Sports podcast. We got Audible Bobby G, we got Jay on the MIC, and we got AP Allen Peralez in the building one more time, like we always do, man. And right now, we are going to go down the road. So, coming up next, right? I think this was fun the other week, last week, and Jay kind of did it. So I'm gonna throw a little curveball in here. We got some trivia questions, man. This in-season tournament time, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Last year's inaugural in-season tournament turned out to be a spectacle, okay? Not just the technicolored jerseys or the multicolored courts, but the basketball that was played on the court actually took center stage. And I can't lie. I don't know what it was, but like the different colors on the courts kind of like took away from my vision on several occasions. But big shouts out to the NBA for trying to do something different. And this year they have the Emirates, if I'm not mistaken, sponsoring this year's tournament. So if anything is involved with the Emirates, man, it's some big money being put up with this one. So I got a couple questions, fellas. Got a couple questions, real easy. All right. So first, right, in the knockout rounds, right, how many teams will advance? And remember, it's 32 teams.
Total or total?
Everybody's in it, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's in it. Then the draws, you got, pretty much 5 teams in each draw. Somehow, some way they made that work. Or 30 teams in each draw. So 30 teams in all, 6 different brackets. 8 of them will advance in one group, right?
Yeah, you just answered the question.
I'm about to finish it. Okay. So the point is, how many teams in each group play will advance? Because I was trying to get it worded the right way. How many teams in each group play will advance to the knockout round? There we go.
Well, it depends. 1 per group and plus a wild card, so one group's gonna have 2.
Well, we're gonna give that one to Bobby. But technically, it's really just one, and yes, one group is gonna have the offset. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what happened last year with Dallas. All right, so next question, right? Last year in the NBA inaugural in-season tournament, somebody was 5th, not first, but I wanted to see if y'all can guess this one because I thought this was pretty dope. This was unbeknownst to me. Who was 5th in assists in last season's in-season tournament? Who was 5th? And it's actually someone in the Pacific Division. That's why I asked this one specifically.
Devin Booker.
Okay. So Book. Let me see. Book. No Book on this one. LeBron is second. I'll give you that one. This is one that I wouldn't. It's honestly one that I would not have. I would not have guessed.
De'Aaron Fox.
Anthony Davis.
What? Yeah. Okay. Well, shoot. You see, you out here hitting nails on the head, Bobby. I don't know if you're reading my screen or what's going on, but Bobby got a lot of answers right about now. Okay, and last but not least, fellas, this one's pretty much an easy one, right? Okay, so we're gonna go since you guessed that one. All right, so give me who you all think is 1, 2, 3, 4. Matter of fact, yeah, here it goes. There's another one in the Pacific Division. What number was Kevin Durant in points scored in last year's in-season tournament?
I plead the 5th.
It's top 10. Top 10. So out of 10, what number was Kevin Durant, do you guys think?
So like total points or average?
Just total points. Total points in the in-season tournament.
3rd.
I'm gonna say 4th.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 5th.
Everybody got that one wrong. He actually was 8th, bro. He was tied with 8th. He was tied.
That's why I picked 5th.
Yeah. Closest one would be Jay. He was tied for 8th with De'Aaron Fox with 138. 6th was Brandon Ingram. Anthony Davis was 5th. He's 5th on both of these joints with assists and points. With a points, he's 163. Dame Lillard 172. Giannis 174. LeBron 185, and Tyrese Halliburton, of course, who put on a show with 187. So as you can see, we pretty much can give the trivia game give it to Bobby G. So shout out to Bobby G for answering all the questions. Get the right. Um, now, fellas, like the game, man. We gotta go ahead and talk about it. So this is the buzzer beater as we get ready to head out the door. Um, the in-season tournament first draw, man. They got the teams picked out. We got them lined up. We know exactly who's going to be doing what. Y'all know how it goes. All 30 teams will be participating. Well, the rounds in which or the weeks in which they will be playing will be offset between Tuesdays and Fridays. So those are going to be the majority of the televised games that we will see. I think that that's pretty cool that they decided to pretty much make sure that we'll see the games this year. I think a lot of the tournaments, the in season games was not televised. So as we look at the draw, it's pretty sticky, man. Look, when you think about Western Conference teams, we look once again, we're looking at like I'm looking at like that West B group. You know what I'm saying? We got Phoenix, LA, a hungry Spurs team. We got Allen's OKC. Then we go on the other side and we look at some like the East A group with the hungry New York Knicks, the struggling Orlando Magic, Philly, Hornets coming back with LaMelo Ball. It's kind of mixed up. There's no clear winners in each group set as of right now. So as we look at it right now, fellas, man, first look at the tournament draw. What are we thinking, man? Like, is there a clear path to the finals right now? As you look at maybe one team can maybe make a way out of the group or something like that, or we just got to toss this one up right now. We got see what happens.
I would say the Knicks.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, I mean, with Philly not being complete, obviously Paolo's out. That just got a lot easier. I wouldn't say a clear path to the final, but definitely a clear path to advancing out of the group stage.
Okay, I feel that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with Bobby. The Knicks got the luck of the draw pretty much. Again, Paolo being out, 76ers aren't what they are, and Hornets and Nets are just
Yeah.
So that's probably, if there was one group that's the easiest to predict, it's probably that group.
I can agree. I think I can you on that one. Jay, man, you looking at East 8 as an easy win right there for the Knicks?
I mean, honestly, look out for these Hornets.
Ooh.
Look out for these Hornets. Now, and I'm not talking about shocking the world, but so far they've been looking like a pretty exciting group to watch. I've reinvested myself into trying to watch the Hornets this season. And Brandon's all right. I'm gonna go check him out. I'm gonna see, try and watch. See how what I can what I can see, who I could catch them playing. But yeah, like look out for these Hornets, man. I think the Hornets could probably catch, probably can catch New York on sleeping. And just like everybody mentioned with the other teams, like not being at their best, to say the least. Look out for the Hornets. Look out for the Hornets to give some little trouble, just a little trouble. But I mean, that's something I'm looking at. Man, shout out to the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna go, uh I'm looking at that group right there, and the Pistons, and then with the Heat having the injuries that they've been having, I don't know. Look out for the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
As far as that bottom right, which would be East, sorry, East C, correct? That's
Mhm.
East C. I don't know, man. Hawks, shout out to Reason Shed for his 33-point night and him coming along, and also Alex R in the same group right there. So those are two exciting rookies that'd be fun to watch. Bulls, they also have some exciting rookies to watch, along with the Celtics and the Cavs. That's pretty. That's pretty exciting. Like I don't know. These are pretty exciting groups, even with the group that my Blazers are in. Good luck with everybody other than the Clippers. Um,
No clip.
if we do lose to the Clippers, like if we lose to the Clippers,
If
um, uh, I mean we're pretty bad right now. So let's just see how that works out. Um, I see this is an exciting group draw. Seriously, I like this. I do like this. When you're talking about this whole group right here in West C, like man, come on.
mhm.
That's crazy. That's tough.
you
You
took
know
you
who's
took the
coming
bird
out of
right out
that?
of the mouth on that one, bro.
Who's coming out of that? I mean, and then B as far as West B is a little semi because you got the Suns and the Lakers, you got the Jazz, and you got the Spurs. Of course, I'll let Allen.
I was gonna say, really?
It was coming to you, bro. It was coming to you. We wasn't gonna forget about you, Alan.
No, I'll let you. It's like you fill them in. Like when I was like Allen, and you say
Hey,
them,
it's throwing you
Okay.
live.
OKC
yeah,
Thunder, yeah.
yeah,
OKC.
and then bet, and then it's all right. Outside of them and the Suns, the Lakers still got wait to connect and some of these young guys come along around AD. They got him a little bit of help this season. So let's see what goes on with the Lakers, man. We're not gonna poo-poo the Lakers this year. I keep saying, man, we're gonna be positive, man, for the Lakers, man. We're gonna be positive for them.
Positive for the Lakers. And I'm gonna cap it off, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what's up. And maybe y'all can feel me on this one. Maybe y'all won't. But I personally, and because the in season tournament is set up um for teams who are like veteran teams. Last year, I think a lot of veteran teams got caught slipping because they're going, oh, this ain't the NBA championship. It really don't mean nothing. But someone like LeBron, who takes things very seriously, especially on the court, ended up playing against a very unbeknownst to us how good they were Pacers team, right? And I think that was a really good matchup. We got to see Tyrese Halliburton, pretty much come into his own. We was wondering why Sacramento gave him up, and then Indiana, pretty much gave up the house for him. But we really got to understand it in the in-season tournament, right? So for me, I am excited to see that Group C as well. And man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it to the final question, man, because we're pretty much running out of time. Early in season tournament finals matchups, and it of course, we not go say who wins, but maybe just a matchup, right? And what I was getting to in my statement just now, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. I am excited to see Ja Morant in the streets right now. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Ja's he looked young, he looked agile, he looked like he just left Sumter a month ago. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he got a concealed weapons permit. He ran up on LeBron the other night.
Oh man.
he ran up on LeBron the other night, like, yeah, and then the Associated Press asked him the question, what was the aggression about LeBron? I like that type of from a young player. He said last season they ran up in here and popped off while I was in street clothes. And I wasn't having that. I feel like last season we got way more attention towards Anthony Edwards and his greatness because there was no Ja Morant. This season, I'm interested in seeing Ja Morant and the young Memphis Grizzlies with Zach Edey, who was putting up big boy numbers, and in that Western side, but then on the Eastern Conference side, man, to be real with you, if it's not, and I know Bobby's gonna have to say something, I know he's gonna have something to say about this. If it's not like the Cavaliers, who are really, really coming into their own right now, Donovan Mitchell got them boys. Listen, the whole squad actually is looking really good. They're one of the scarier teams in the Eastern Conference. I'm looking at these who knew or where they coming from Pistons right now, bro. These Detroit Pistons ain't the last year's Pistons, and it's a team like that will catch a old guard like Milwaukee or Miami. You know, they'll catch a team like them slipping and somehow slide their way into the knockoff round. So I'm interested in possibly there being one of these who knew it matchups for this year's in season tournament, like Memphis and Detroit, maybe Memphis and New York. But definitely I want Memphis on that Western Conference side. What you got, boys? What you think?
Um, um, when the piggyback off of what you were talking about with the Lakers, I mean, let's not forget about the situation. With him defending his Lakers. You know what I mean? At I think that then I don't know the Staples, but quick whatever they call it now.
Crypto.
Okay.
Crypto.com, yeah.
So like yeah, I mean, so I'm definitely looking forward to a little bit of some of these rivalries, and because like I said, man, when you're looking at uh all these in Group C in the West, man, that's gonna be a lot of drama coming out of that, man. Those are some serious matchups. Like every team in that group is a serious threat to not necessarily come out of their group, but win the NBA title. Outside of the Warriors and Memphis, might still have a little to work on, and of course the Pelicans with NBA championship aspirations for the most part, whether they can obtain it or they got a good chance or not. Those are some teams with some expectations. Pretty much the group of expectations, basically. So, I'm looking forward to that as well. Let's see. Hmm. Those Cavs. Never mind.
Oh,
Cavs
don't
might come out
want Bobby up.
victorious in this situation.
What happened?
Who you saying with?
No, I was saying don't warm Bobby up. You said something about the Cavs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I don't know. That division should be won by that group. Either the Celtics or the Cavs should come out of that group. But again, there's some young talent in that group. You might catch some upsets in that group. And just like the Pistons, same thing. I think the easiest, pretty much like let's just go ahead and move on, would be East Group A, and that's only because of Ben Carroll being injured. You put Ben Carroll back on that roster, and, okay, with all the expectations out of those three top teams in the East Group A, that would have been great to watch. With all those guys would have been healthy. That would have been probably one of the best to watch. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, we're stuck with the Knicks and pretty much the Hornets being the healthiest out of the two, out of the five. Sorry, Whit.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Oh hey, big shouts out to my peoples watching on IG right now. My dog, New Jersey's own DJ 908. Okay, that's a joint. I gotta check him out, man. Make sure y'all check him out on YouTube. Got them songs out there. They doing their thing in Philly and New Jersey right now. And right now what is it? They rocking them hips. Yeah, shout out to my dog right now out here doing this thing on the show. Yeah, next who we thinking still? Bobby or Allen, man, coming out of the group draw right now.
This is going to be plain and simple for me. I think the two best teams out of each side are both going to be meeting in the finals of this, and it's Oklahoma City and it's Cleveland. Both teams have been dominant so far at the beginning of the year. Both teams are near plus 15 in point differential to start the year. I know Boston's up there as well, but I see Cleveland overtaking Boston in that group. So I think you're finally going to see a scenario where the two best teams in the NBA are going to meet up in this in-season final, and that's going to be Oklahoma City and Cleveland. So,
Wow. Okay. One side we knew you was coming from with that one, but okay, I like the Oklahoma City Cleveland. Bobby G,
I'm
tell us
kind of
tell
lost.
us your Western Conference pick.
I'm torn. I believe it'll either be OKC or Memphis. Ja's on a tour to remind everybody who he is and what he can do. But OKC, the depth. So if they met head to head, I think I'd have to go with OKC. But I definitely think it'll be one of those two teams. And in the East, honestly, I do like the Cavs. I think we'll drop a game. I don't think it'll be a NBA Cup game. I think we'll lose a game before that, and that'll kind of refocus us on the NBA Cup because I think they do want to win. I think they are trying to send messages with these wins. Like tonight was not an accident. Like they know the history. These players, while they weren't there in 2016 or from 15 to 17, they know the history. Like Donovan was a fan of LeBron. He knows what happened here. When the Lakers came through Cleveland a week ago, that was intentional. He wanted to show LeBron, hey, this is my town now. I got it. Like they're not going to say it out loud, but yes, they really are trying to send messages. So I think they are going to come out with a point to prove, and whether they win the group or whether they get in as the wild card. I think once they get to that single game elimination stage, they'll treat it like playoff atmosphere. If I didn't go with them, I can see Boston again trying to send a strong message, reminding everybody. So, just trying to remind everybody, hey, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and do it like that. As far as Jay's Pistons, they ain't sending no message to the Cavs. They can send a message to everybody else, but I only say that because remember JB Bickerstaff is their coach, so we will not lose a game to the Pistons this season. You can book that just because of that. But if I had to pick a team to look out for, honestly, I'll pick Brooklyn, bro. They're playing solid basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, they got two victories. They got 2 victories over the Grizzlies. They took the Celtics to overtime tonight. Like they're not packing it in. They're playing competitive basketball. So
efficient basketball as well.
Yeah, in a group that's kind of weak, they could surprise somebody. All they gotta do is beat the Knicks once. I think they can hold their own against the Magic, against Philly, and against the Hornets. So watch out for Brooklyn.
Yeah, shout out. They said Cam and
Cam.
Yeah, I was about to
Cam Thompson, Cam Johnson.
Right, I was trying to do something, but I was like, wait a minute. Cam Squared. There we go.
Cam Squared.
So they basically they're like the league leading backcourt and point efficiency, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're pretty high on the list basically in points, basically with either way around, however you want to look at it.
Right.
Which is pretty good. But I don't know. I don't see them. They're gonna have to make a move. They got a lot of trade bait on that team, especially with Cam. I mean, but then you got to look at it. You're looking at a certain team where you pretty much have to you have to throw up a lot of shots.
Yeah.
When you're looking at Cam. So I don't know. They could probably shoot their way out of like you said, they took the Celtics to overtime. I don't know. I want to, like I said, I want to see more of these Hornets, man. I want to see what they can do. Like I said, I'm definitely and I want to catch them while they're still healthy. I'm sorry.
Health again.
I mean, they are injury prone. Yeah, so
man,
health is a buzzword.
Mellow.
So shout out to 908. He says RIP to Tony Todd. He just passed away. I guess he means AKA Candy Man. Shout out to 908 who's in the group chat over here on IG, man. Fellas, man, I think we did pretty good. So you know what I'm saying, good job, everybody. everybody tuning in, don't forget the in-season tournament. That's right, the Emirates in-season tournament starts this Tuesday, and we will be keeping our eye on that because I am excited to see. That is going to be boop, boop, doop. Yeah, they got, and then they got the semifinals on December the 14th, the championship game on December the 17th, and we will be locked in for the Emirates NBA Cup 2024. Man, seems like we did a good show today, fellas. Man, we're gonna go ahead and lock it in, man. So, Bobby G, man, what you got going on for the rest of the week, bro?
Eating W's. Watching the Cavs eat W's. That's what we do.
I got you. Allen, AP, my guy. You always got the busy schedule. No baseball, but what else you got going on this week?
We got our gambling show, Fantasy Gambler, Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow night we'll be on the mat. Sam and I are going to recap tonight's SmackDown. And then Sunday night post-game show where we talk Detroit, Houston. That should be a good game, actually. So can't wait for that.
Man, somehow, some way, man. I don't know if y'all see this right now, man. But hold on, man. What's really going on right now? Where's Jay at? Jay is out here in the streets.
In the worst place to be in right now.
Bro, my dog that went and got to Portland somehow backstage. I like it though. I really like it.
Worst place to be in right now.
I was say you're not in Philly. You're not in Philly.
Well, you're right.
You're going this week.
Well, nothing. Pretty much, man. Prepping, man. For work. That's it. Work, and more work.
And
man,
more
shout
work.
Out to some new things we got going on with the Rec Room, man. Finally gonna be getting that started back up soon, and I guess with a plan to stay good and ready, hot and ready. Is that no, I didn't say hot and ready. Hot and ready? Nah, I don't say hot and ready.
The hot pocket.
That's Little Caesars.
But I don't know now.
Yeah.
I don't know now. But nah, seriously, we have a lot going on, man, soon with Rec Room Sports. But other than that, I'm gonna try to get on a fantasy gambler show one day because I wanna come back at least this Sunday when Christian McCaffrey comes back. That was the whole goal.
Oh, wow.
I was like, yo,
be ranting about Christian McCaffrey the whole day.
Right. Like because it's terrible, man. Like as far as fantasy football is concerned, like he has fantasy football hostage. But yeah, man, people believe in him. And it's sad. Every year people line up, oh man, I'm getting CMC first, man. I'm getting CMC first. Like, kill it. It's over. But nah, you catch me, like I said, man, right now, man, or here with y'all, man, talking basketball.
That's what's up, AJ, man. That's a dope shirt too. RIP Dikembe Mutombo, man. That's a real dope shirt. Appreciate you coming in here doing the thing. And y'all know what it is, man. With me, it's your mama number one draft pick this weekend. I'm watching UFC. We got Magny Prates going down in the Apex. Y'all know what's going on, man. Wednesdays, we got Nick Bodkins, myself, and Bobby Blunts on Head Kicks and Haymakers. And we back here on Fridays with LTS in the Hoop. And what?
I'm sorry, sir. Bobby Blunt. I meant to ask you about this forever.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be no. Where did what brought that on? Because I've been wanting to ask, but I didn't want to, I guess this is a perfect time. We have just a little bit of time. So please explain to me
where did the name come from, or where did he come from? Which one?
The name Bobby Blunt.
Listen, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When you meet a person off of Discord and you know what I'm saying, Twitter, and that's what they say their name is, and they got it everywhere. You run with it. And plus, if you get a chance to watch us on Head Kicks and Haymakers, he does look like he partakes in legal substances in California and Las Vegas.
Wow, I wasn't gonna say all that. Where's he from?
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, he's from Vegas.
Oh,
And I mean, he's probably a very direct or blunt person.
yeah, I'm
So,
sure.
you know,
Yeah,
maybe that's what it is.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, man. Where you putting this man? You know,
It's legal there. It's not legal in Florida because they didn't want to get 60%. Oh, anyway, we ain't gonna talk about elections
damn,
right now.
you sound pretty pretty specific there. Like you were waiting on it, boy.
I mean, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, this the whole team. That's Jay on the MIC. That's AT Allen Peralez. That's my guy, Audible Bobby G, and he's gonna be counting the Cavs wins until we come back. And I'm your boy KWhit, man. Be a friend, tell a friend. It's your boy. It's Let's Talk Sports in the Hoop Fridays. We are back. We're gonna be live, and we're gonna talk another division. I think we're gonna do Southwest next week. So yeah, we'll be back next Friday. Peace.